Hello, everyone, and thank you for inviting us to the conference Education, Citizenship, and Social Change Building Bridges. Our paper that we are presenting today is focusing on the challenges of AI in the digital citizenship era in a perspective of a study that we are involved in about Romanian teachers' understanding and engagement with AI. The concept of digital citizenship in the framework of our conference has been around for a while, but despite the flourishing literature around it in the last years, it still lacks of unitary definition or a single perspective from which to look at it. Anca, please, if you want to change the slides. Our attempt is to systematize the field found for conceptualization in the perspective of Choi from 2016 as ethics or responsible behavior, online media and informational literacy that encompasses access and digital and non-digital skills, online participation and engagement, and finally, a critical resistance and promoting of social justice. Also, the majority of the studies pertains to the second conceptualization, the technological development that we are exemplifying for media literacy, datafication, algorithms, poses new challenges to the concept of digital citizenship, especially the citizen part of it. While the teachers are in a privileged position to teach children digital citizenship concepts and frameworks and practice, they are not always prepared for this task. Their own level of DC varying greatly. In this context, our exploratory qualitative studies aims to delve into Romanian teachers' understanding and engagement with AI technology in their professional life. Our theoretical model that we have applied in this study comes from technological acceptance model of Davis 1989 and its further on developments made by Choi and his colleagues in 2022, adding perceived trust and pedagogical beliefs of educational AI tools. The limits that the previous researchers have put on the paper, put on the front of their conclusions, we tried by this study to address them. And those limits finally went to including qualitative data that could have been beneficial for a more thorough investigation in the factors affecting the teachers accepting and of AI tools. Many studies regarding technology acceptance model where based their approaches focusing on quantitative analysis, on developing skills and scales for addressing competence digital skills, combining qualitative methods such as our with interviews or open-ended questions may help researchers and of course our research too in discovering new underlying mechanisms behind the teachers acceptance of educational AI tools. Starting from those limits, we developed a methodological structure involving a series of 11 interviews with teachers from primary and secondary undergraduate level of education in Romania, with a variety of digital competencies and degrees of use of AI and acceptance of AI. Due to the fact that we had an exploratory study, we based our sampling criteria on a snowball method, and we used a thematic analysis of those results of our interviews. So we looked at two answers regarding teachers' engagement with AI-based tools and teachers' attitude towards educational usage of AI-based technology. Now I'll give the floor to my colleague Anca to present you the results of our data.
Thank you, Ileana. Thank you for having us. So our results showed a mixed reality, with teachers using and non-using AI, trusting and don't trusting AI, needing and don't needing AI. But mostly this picture is skewed toward little engagement. As we said, it's an exploratory qualitative research, so we don't want to extend, but from their answer and their opinion on the teachers community, this is the main pictures. Nonetheless, we developed 5 categories of engagement with AI-based tools. Instrumental use, playing around, give it a try, translation only, and the non-users. In each category, users' knowledge, attitude, and skills and needs create a specific matrix. And I will present you some of these examples with the needs and their opinion associated. So talking about the instrumental use of teachers, this kind of usage can occur daily or at least weekly. We find 2 teachers in this category. Again, we don't want to generalize, just to have an idea about our results. One of them, Ella, female Hungarian ethnic, is important because her practice is based on needs, language needs, Romanian not being her mother tongue language. So she used it very specific in to private and professional usage. She developed a private and professional usage. In her private life, she started to use ChatGPT almost as a search engine. So she performed searching with this app, and in her professional capacity, she used it mainly for a stylish phrasing. She said very clearly that she doesn't use it for searching information in her domain, because she doesn't. She does a lot of other educational resources that she checked. She knows pages, so she doesn't search information for with ChatGPT, but she enjoy how ChatGPT phrase her ideas, so she uses it in this way. Unlike her, Sorin, male ICT teacher, do use it professional and do use it in his domain. Is the only one who does create content in his domain, because his domain is coding. So he create small codes for using in a class with his student. He's not very skilled, nonetheless, in this, and he preferred to manually edit later the output to adjust for the age of his students. He doesn't do this with prompting. The second category is playing around. And in this category, we found users that are very enthusiastic, digitally enthusiastic people. In our case, these 2 subjects were both teachers of social sciences and philosophy, but we don't exclude that there are other teachers as well. Both of them tried ChatGPT and were not satisfied with ChatGPT's answer in their domain, but they tried very quickly and Silvio even promoted among his students. Both of them are very engaged in teachers' mediation. So they are talking with their students about digital technology in general and AI in particular. One of them was very keen and enthusiastic about using text-to-image app. And he plays around with this kind of app, creating something that he considered that could be exhibited as art. But their interest, their enthusiasm did not translate in using AI tools as a teaching tool or in their professional life. So they were enthusiastic, they were very critical about what can be done. Both of them mentioned that they will come back to see the development of the app and did not exclude to use it later. Another category is give it a try category and abandoning for the moment. This kind of users are not necessarily very enthusiastic about the technology, but they are not rejecting technology as well. So they just said, okay, this is a new tool that we can use it in our professional life. Let's try it in a moment when they feel that they need it. As you remember, as Ileana said, the acceptance model stress on the perceived need and of using that tool, so they fit in this model. But they abandoned the tool because was considered not good enough. Ella, for instance, with around 40 years of teaching, and despite her age, let's say it like this, non-polite, she is a very enthusiastic digital technology user, very open-minded, keen to try everything is new. And she did try ChatGPT, but was not satisfied because what she considered to be very poor quality results. As you can see, ambiguous, general, without exact data. And she is a history teacher. She prized the data, exact data when events happened. Nonetheless, she does not oppose to the idea of using AI-based tools in the future. Also, based on her experience, she now can spot when AI is used. And unfortunately, she spotted in using among her colleagues, and she is very critical about what she perceived to be an unethical usage. Another person, Colleen, was as well very critical about, not satisfied, not critical, but not satisfied with the results. Translation only. We decided to create this category because of two main reasons. It is a subtype of instrumental use, but as you know, the translation was the main driver of development of AI during the 50s, last century, when in the context of Cold War, people were very interested in having instant translation. So that was the main reason. On the other hand, it is purely needs-based. So we need to translate something that we perceive as being our content, our thoughts, our ideas, and we don't have any problem in using AI-based tool. We don't consider in this context any ethical or existential arguments. So people who sometimes are very critical about AI that will strip our humankind or something like that, they will use these kind of apps. The non-users are very different. We put it for the time being in one category, but probably we can develop more than one. One subtype is that based on attitude, and the other one on perceived lack of need. Again, in attitude, we can have very different situations, some of them in a very conservative perspective, even using conspiracy theory to describe the decline of education, of society, and so on. But other users, other teachers are more open toward a future use of AI. They acknowledge and admit that it's an emotional rather than a rational choice, and their most probably will switch the category. I didn't mention the idea that these categories are not fixed, they are very dynamic. Overall, on teachers' engagement with generative AI-based apps, the most used app is ChatGPT, followed by DALL-E or other similar app. All of them use for the time being the free version of AI, but Sorina, that is associated with ECDL program that certificate digital skills in will subscribe, but only because she will be bound to do this. They are all self-taught, again, except Sorina, who just attended a training program provided by ECDL. They are only partially satisfied with the output in their professional activities, and said that they edit the output quite a lot. As I said, they don't use in general, except in their expertise domain. And Ella is the only one who uses it as a search engine. Their attitude toward future development is somewhere between optimism and pessimism. There are quite some conditions that they mentioned for a good and efficient use of AI-based tools in education. I will not stay on them. But what was quite surprising for our results was that their perception on the general climate is that teachers in Romania, Romanian teachers, their colleagues, did not pay the particular interest neither in AI technology in general, their benefits or so on, nor on the misuse of the generative AI by students, saying that it's just another way of cheating using digital technology. As a conclusion, from their answers, teachers need some recommendation or direction, one direction coming from the ministry that would help them to approach this new reality. And other teachers consider that, in fact, they would rather there is a need for a debate at the level of community in the educational system. Just some recommendation would probably make teachers either non-critically complying with the recommendation or rejecting them totally. But they need to understand that non-panicking about this reality and taking on board in a more natural way. So thank you very much for this. Ileana, please.
Yes, and if you have further questions or do you want some specific information regarding our research, please don't hesitate to contact us. You have here our emails and we'll be at your disposal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.